What's good, y'all? Mikey OQ here. I am starting a new podcast today, Mikey and Friends. I'm opening with two of my best friends that were on the original Twitch streams that I ever had as a content creator. So I felt it was fitting to at least bring on the boys. You haven't seen them in a while. I got Aldo here, one of my longtime friends, and Marcus.
What's up?
The second. If you haven't seen the Twitch streams or the TikTok clips, we played some horror games together. Marcus has pissed his pants.
For sure.
It's been interesting. How are you guys, man? I mean, we've been. Let me make this clear. I am turning 21 today. It's my fucking birthday, so you know, I'm a little lit.
Gotta be.
I'm a little lit. So, baby, do we sound good? Do we sound good?
Yeah.
Like everything? Okay, so this is the first time I'm doing this show. This is episode 1. I'm opening with my boys. This means a lot to me. This is a series where we're basically gonna just talk with people in my personal life, and it doesn't have to be necessarily like about my usual stuff like video games, comics, stupid shit, nerdy shit. Like this is more something for my fans that want to know me better and just want to get in touch with my homies that I hang out with. These are the people that influence me and the reason I do this shit. So, how are you guys, man?
I'm chilling, you know. I'm pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Fun day so far.
Yeah, it's been a good.
It's been cool.
Talk about it, man.
It's exciting, man. It's exciting to do this, I guess. You know, it's cool. It's like another venture. It's like another cool thing that I'm doing.
You've never done like a podcast or nothing? Or, you've never done like a video, like a YouTube?
No, not other than the streams.
Right.
This is like it.
What
I'm
about
not
you?
even like, I wouldn't even like post on Vine when I was a kid. I haven't posted on TikTok yet. Like I haven't done, I don't know. I've never really done that. So this is like a new thing. It's like a cool thing.
Marcus, did you ever like used to make YouTube videos or? Shout out Kai Sena, I guess.
Copyright.
Marcus, did you ever used to do like YouTube or at least like try?
Man, I mean, I've been watching YouTube since like 2011. I mean, I would want to, but I never really had like the motivation type, you know, to do it really. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you just don't have the drive. I mean, like
Yeah.
that's what got me into it though, is watching the people.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I was like, damn, I want to be like those guys.
I was always like, I've been watching YouTube and whatnot.
Mhm.
And I was like, man, it'd be cool to do it.
Yeah.
But I don't really have the passion for it. It's just not something that I
Yeah. It's not
strive to
more of,
do.
like,
It's
yeah.
not necessarily I don't have the
The
drive.
drive.
It's like
It's like I don't have
being
the
the
passion.
president of the United States
Yeah.
would be cool.
No,
and
yeah.
I wouldn't say
yeah,
no.
yeah.
It's for
But I-
specific people.
Yeah.
It's just it's not for me.
Yeah.
It's just not something that I crave.
I can see that, and I can definitely like. I'm not gonna be like everyone needs to. Right? Not everyone needs to try this shit, right? But I think it's interesting when I ask my friends, because some of my friends have been like,
Right.
I would have never had the courage to try that shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's keep going. Like, it's cool that you know, and it means a lot because there is a lot of people that probably do think about trying it, but they pussy out before even they let other
it's like
people's
intimidating
like
almost.
judging, you know. And
Yeah.
I was like that for the longest time because we used to talk in high school. I used to be like, guys, I'm gonna become like RDC World. Like I'm gonna have us all in a group. Like we're gonna make YouTube videos, and like it's weird because I really did kind of make that shit come true, just in like a different way. And you know, this might be the start of what I actually wanted to do. You know, with that,
Yeah.
but like. Yeah, I just always wanted to do that shit, and so I don't know. I want you guys to be a part of that more.
I would
For sure.
definitely be down.
Yeah.
It's
Gotta let
fun
me know.
because
For sure,
it's more natural with us.
of course. That's my biggest thing is I can't collab. I was telling my girlfriend this earlier is I cannot collab with regular
YouTubers.
people. Like it's not even like an ego thing, because there's a lot of people that make butt content. Like I follow some of y'all. You make butt content, bro.
There's some butt.
But I like you, so I still like your shit and I follow you. And it's because I can respect the grind. Even if you make butt content, like, you're passionate about it. I fuck with
they
you.
tried.
That's all that matters to me is, like, as long as you're not, like, literally twerking on TikTok, you win in my eyes.
Yeah.
Like, you're trying.
That kind of doesn't really take that much time.
You don't win it. If you're twerking, you don't win in my eyes. Like, you get your bag, but that's not the same. Like, anyone that's like been passionate about a creation knows what I'm talking about. Like, it's different. Like, you just respect people for at least trying some shit. Like, if you ever just made some art and just put it out there, like, you'd respect anything. Even some little kid, like, doing, like, putting his phone on and playing a video game. Like, that was me. And now I'm doing this. So I'm like, go ahead, do your thing, bro. Keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, as you say, it's more, if you have the passion for it, bro. I never really had the passion to make videos.
Yeah, and we've had this convo before, like, you know, if you ever could, would you do it? You're like, nah, probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not something that I've never been the kind of guy to, like, want to be a performer. I see this as, like, not like a performance, but, like,
it is entertainment. It's a talent.
Yeah.
It's like
you're, like, in the same category as an actor or a musician or something like that. Like a performer.
I watched a video by Berlizzi. He put it perfectly. Like Twitch streamers, even just sitting there live streaming and trying to entertain people, like, that's a talent that you have to, like, have, or at least, like, a skill that you have to learn. That's a skill you have to learn. In my year one of this shit, me Twitch streaming, when we were in the dorm together, and when I first had these guys on my Twitch streams, like, that was me learning how to be an entertainer for real. Like, I had to learn how to be entertaining, how to voice my opinion, how to, like, whatever. That was year one. Year two, I went viral. That was this year. And that was like, okay, I can do this shit. Year 3 is gonna be interesting.
Promises.
But, like, that's the thing is, like, a lot of people don't know how to keep that, like, entertaining persona or whatever it is.
For sure. It's like you're right. It is a talent.
Like,
it's the same shit as, like, being a comedian. Like, you gotta know how to be funny. You gotta know how to be entertaining. Same thing as being an actor.
Like,
you gotta
new
be entertaining.
content. They gotta create new content to be, like, pretty much relevant.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think I would be able to fucking do that because, like, just to come up with new content, like, pretty much every week.
Yeah.
That's hard.
You gotta be consistent.
That is the like, hardest part. Is, like, just always doing something, or at least doing something that no one's done. That's my thing. Is I don't want to do anything that's been
kind of impossible.
And
like, if you watch my content, I really don't copy nobody.
I don't. But the thing is, it's like
you can only be
so far. Right. You can only
be so original.
Everyone's done everything.
I've said that. Everything. You can only be, like, creating new content, like, completely original idea is damn near impossible.
It's near,
if not impossible. You can spin on it, though. You can spin on ideas that have already been made, and that will get you ahead. But, like,
you know what?
It ain't the same.
People have been saying that. We've had that same argument for literally thousands of years.
Yeah.
About art, just in general. Everything's been done. How are you gonna be original? Everything's been done, but that's the thing.
You kind of, like, build on it, right?
Right.
Like,
originality just comes from being inspired. There is no original because, like, if you think about it, like, Leonardo da Vinci was just painting shit that he was inspired by. He was inspired by other people. Like, there is no more.
You have to be inspired by something.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. It's like originality is completely. It's a different definition than, like,
especially right
now. What we think it is. We think it is like, oh, this is a brand new idea that just came straight from my brain, and no one's ever done it. It's like, no, it's like, no, you're inspired by someone. You do something. Even, like, especially musicians. I've always feel like musicians, like, people like.
Everything's pretty much been done. You just have to fucking build on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have
to make it your own.
You have to put your unique spin on it.
Own spin.
And it's kind of nuts because there's so much. Like, the fact that there's still unique artists, unique, podcasters, Twitch streamers, whatever, is pretty gnarly, considering, like, just how many years, like, art has been around.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Like, we've had art for thousands of years. We're still coming up with new stuff.
So you think that
like, both
that this is an art if you really think about it?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, in a way.
You're creating something.
But I don't know if it's
because
okay. I'm someone who, you guys know, like, I like to draw.
Yeah.
Right.
I do have, like, a little bit of a skill for that, and that shit takes time and so much energy. I will say this is more stressful. This is more like taxing. Like this is a much more painful art than something as simple as just drawing.
Because that's more of like a hobby.
And I'm not taking away from like
that's
artists like that. It's just like this is such a new medium. It's almost impossible to be good at it. Like perfect. Because you have Leonardo da Vinci, like people who mastered painting, but that skill is thousands of years old. Like this is some new shit. If you're making it, you are like above. You are among like the first people to ever make content create. Like, if this goes on forever, we're not talking movies, right?
If you
I'm
think
talking
about
like it's what I'm doing right now.
Right.
Because if you think about it, YouTube has been around how
10
long?
years, like
exactly.
Like that.
And how long has been?
It's gonna be around for like another 50, maybe 60 years.
And how long has art been around?
Before they upgrade it.
Fucking crazy amount of time art's been around.
That's what I'm saying. That's my thing. It's like this is obviously all inspired by movies, and movies are inspired by pictures, and pictures are inspired by paintings, and paintings are inspired by like cave drawings and whatnot. Like it just keeps going forever. Like you can find a link between one art and another through something. Like it's all inspired by each other. So that's what I'm saying. Like it really is impossible to create something new. Not necessarily because everything's been done.
Well, a lot of stuff.
Stuff has been done. I think everything has been done.
The brightness.
But the thing is,
the brightness.
Then something new comes out, but that something new is inspired
by something else.
Because that person is inspired by it. Like when, like let's say I don't know, like Kid Cudi is what I was thinking is like a very original in the sense of like he was doing something that people just weren't doing, and that was the whole point. But he was inspired by, whoever he was inspired by, I can't remember. But like even then, and then the people he was inspired by were inspired by others.
Yeah. And
so on and so forth. Like there's always inspiration because at the end of the day, art comes from people.
Yeah.
And one person was inspired by something else.
So, is there like an art that you guys have, put some time into, like a craft? Am I even talking like?
Are we talking like super? In terms of like art, like very broad.
I'm saying like whatever you would consider your craft.
Right, like at least like even like a hobby or like whatever.
Yeah, of course. This isn't like this is subjective. Like people can say that this isn't an art, but I would say it is.
I would say like when I was younger, definitely soccer.
Sports,
yeah.
Oh, of course.
Well, I think a lot of boys.
A lot of people like young people base their game off someone that's already.
Yeah, and that's the same shit. You're right.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the most detrimental part about sports.
Yeah, you base your playstyle on someone that's already been.
You'll never be them.
You never be them at all.
That's the point, dude. That's how we evolve as a sport. That's how sports evolve. That's how art evolves.
Right.
That's how everything evolves. You're right. I'll never be Cristiano Ronaldo.
Right.
Well, let's say if I was good enough to make it to the league. Let's say if I was good enough to make it to the league, I'm inspired by his gameplay.
Yeah.
And because I made it to the league, I've got to do my own thing now. I can't just do it exactly what he did because the game evolves. That's how shit evolves. That's how shit gets better.
Right.
That's how we improve.
No, you're absolutely right. Because you have to train like him, even if you're never going to be like exactly like him.
Right.
Yeah, you're going to set up the next gen for him. You know?
You can never be like exactly like somebody else because
you're your own person.
Different.
Yeah, I agree.
But like you can base your play style on them. I mean, you can never make the same decisions. It's impossible.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
So I'm gonna reset because we're going pretty deep. We're going pretty deep. I need to stop it. Okay. So let's start with reset real quick.
Yeah.
This week.
What's up?
It's Saturday. Give me a high and a low for this week that you've experienced. Start with whichever you want.
Okay, I mean I guess a good high for me. I've been skating recently. I've been trying to get better. It's something that I find appealing. I think everyone should have some hobby that they can improve at. Like even if it whatever. But I've been skating. And recently I got my ollies pretty consistent, and I think 2 days ago I locked into a back board slide, Didn't land it, but it felt pretty good to get.
Hell yeah.
To get like a big. That was like a big step for me. Was to like know that I could do that. I haven't landed it yet, so I guess I don't know if I could do it.
Okay.
But I know it's there. I know I'm close, and that feeling is really good, especially when like considering like even a month ago, I was like struggling just like fucking right around.
And it felt good to like.
It feels so good to just get better at something.
Yeah.
And I've always said that, and that'll go, for everything. I feel like people take that and they go, oh, well, you have to be better at sports. You got to be better at this respectable hobby or whatever. It's like, no. Like,
yeah, fuck that. Fuck that mentality, because I'm tired of that shit.
Right. Like, if you getting better at literally, like, video games, whatever.
Yeah, like, just
you're getting better at
thing.
fucking, literally anything, even if it's, like, just fucking
a lot of
whatever.
people just put their opinions on something that, like, they don't really understand. And
like, have you tried it? Oh, you haven't. So, like, why are you even telling me not to do this shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, getting better could be anything.
People say that it's so easy to play video games and get to the professional level. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Like, the regular people that don't really play video games like that.
Oh, no, they're fucking stupid.
They're dumb as hell.
Yeah, they're fucking stupid. They never try.
It's so hard
and
to
it's
get
like,
to that level.
You gotta understand, because like the disconnect is,
they don't have the understanding.
Yeah, they don't get it. And then even the thing is, it's like, even when people do get to that level, they don't respect it. They're like, oh, that guy's a nerd. That guy's, he needs whatever.
Another thing that people don't understand though is that the way people have attachments with movies, with books, with anything like emotional, like. My darkest times in my life, I was still playing a video game, dog.
Oh, for sure.
And I have memories with specific video games during my Dark Souls is one of them. That shit put me through it, and I had to change my mindset. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like, people don't understand that you can have that same like relationship with a video game the same way you would a book, or some of the stupid shit people have. Yeah. And I'm not saying stupid shit like I'm judging you. I'm saying stupid shit in my comparison. If you said video games was dumb, well, fuck you. You have a car fanatic, and all you work on is your fucking car that's gonna break down one day. I have my video games forever. Fuck you.
Like, yeah. So many people when I was younger would be like, because I would be playing video games a lot when I was younger, like all the time, and they would be like.
Okay, wait. Well, before we get into that, we gotta give you a high and low.
Yeah.
I don't want to cut you off or nothing, but
we did get kind of far
from you.
Oh yeah.
And I want to talk about that. I think that's a really good point.
We're lit, bro.
Yeah.
I think
give us a minute to fucking get our grip. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. High and low. My week.
Yeah.
I feel like this week I definitely learned how. I mean, in the past couple of weeks, I've definitely like learned how to like fail and learn from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll keep it open.
Like, I've definitely I've been working with my dad pretty recently, for a lot more than I used to a lot, and and like just like I just learned how to like fail pretty much.
Yeah.
Cause like failing is just part of life. And then you learn from that failure, and then you don't do it again. You know what I mean?
Should I tell them what I've been doing lately? I think so. So I started. First of all, I had to start working out big time. To get my shit together. Yeah, I've been trying to train for to get my shit together, because I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm tired of it. I gotta get better.
The thing with me,
But weirdly enough, part of like why I've been, you want to be honest, I've only really been hard training for like a week and a half.
Wow.
And I'm like this right now. So what's helped me a lot is meditating, bro. I've been actually meditating after every single workout.
For real?
Yeah. I've just been like getting into like my mental state right, and it's completely helped my recovery and all that shit.
Wow.
So like it's completely changed my mindset too, is because a lot of shit that I've been stressing over, I realize I'm like, it's not that deep, you know?
Yeah.
It's just not that deep, and I get too deep into it. So the failure thing is like, failures are lessons, and that's part of, meditating. I'm not gonna get into a whole meditating podcast, but like I have been meditating, and it has changed my mindset a lot, and especially around failure and shit. Like, I don't want to throw my family under the bus, but like, my family has instilled in me that failure is like the end all be all, and it's like, nah, dog, it's not. It's not. That's just a beginning, a new beginning for me, at least. That's how I take it, and that's the whole reason this shit started. I mean, I literally failed classes in college freshman year, and like I was like, fuck, dude, I don't want to be a loser. What am I gonna do? What am I? I had to ask myself, like, what do I actually want to do and care about?
Yeah.
And this just came out of nowhere.
And it's hard to
that was a failure.
Yeah, and it's really hard to recognize and be real with yourself, what you're really good at. Because you can be like, oh, I want to be this, and then go do it, and then you're not that type of person to go do that.
Like some things I'm just better at.
Hold on. Are you spitting because did we finish the highs and the lows?
Well, yeah,
I guess we only did highs. To be honest, we didn't really talk about lows, but
but
I get what you're saying.
I don't wanna.
No, I need you to talk about the lows. Talk about the lows. Come on now, because I didn't do my highs.
I'll do my
high. Okay, do your high.
It's
gonna be depressing ass 30 minutes though.
No, we're not gonna get too. We're not gonna get
like
too.
This week.
Yeah,
right,
just this week.
We can talk about our lows in life another time.
But let me talk about my high. Let me talk about my high. Let me think.
I mean, the best, like, just, it doesn't have to be like your crazy
high. I know.
Remember.
This is the high, man. This is, this means a lot to me. I've been wanting to break out the current shell of, like, my TikTok shit.
Right.
Like, I don't really like...
TikTok?
Yeah. No, I don't like TikTok. But I also like making TikToks. You know, I like making the little clips that I do make on there. So, like, it sucks that, you know, what the people want, it's just not what I'm in line with, you know?
Well, that's the thing. You think that's what the people want.
I know, but let me finish real quick. So my motivation is I do have a fan base that appreciates no matter what I put out, they will watch. And I appreciate that. So I'm just, with this sort of series, I'm happy that I can get my friends out here. We can talk about things a little deeper than, you know, what I might usually be ranting and on about, because I don't really show this side of me on my page and stuff. And I want, the worst thing I can do is not give y'all more of me. The worst thing I can do is leave all, like, we can fucking talk video games, we can talk comic books, we can talk all this, we can talk this shit all day, but at the end of the day, we as people, that shit's gonna live on much longer than this video game YouTube shit. Like, I want that to be solidified in my channel. Like, these are the guys that I spent, like, almost half my life with. Like, they mean a lot to me, and I need to make sure that people know that when they go through my channel in the future, I'm fucking blown up in 2 million, 3 million subscribers or whatever. So, just know that this is a high for me. Like, this is definitely something I've wanted to solidify, and soon enough, more people in my personal life will make it into the show.
Yeah, I think that's sick. I think it's cool that you're thinking that far in the future, like even after.
Oh yeah.
This, you know.
I'll explain later how I have, like, shit's plans, you know. Because it's everything I've thought of that's gonna happen has already happened.
Right.
And it's crazy. It's like in line. But anyways, go with your lows. Marcus, you first. And I'm gonna grab a hoodie while you do that.
Honestly, as I said, like, failing. But to be more specifically, like, I was doing some work with my dad, and I broke something.
Yeah, let us know. What'd you break?
I broke, like, a fence.
Okay.
Because I was like, the thing was, I was doing really good with the machinery, what I was using and stuff. Right. And then I got too confident. And then I went too fast and I broke the fence. But I was like, shoot, I got this. I was super confident. And then right when I felt the most confident, I was like, I got humbled.
Did he get mad or what?
No, he didn't get mad because honestly, my dad has gotten, like, way better with, like, because, like, his dad was very cold.
Right.
And whenever you, like, failed, he would, like, yell at you, like, hella. And, you know, back then it was super, like,
for sure, yeah.
Yeah, and
that's the cycle though.
Yeah.
I feel like this cycle is ending.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's my favorite video game quote of all time. Let me just put that out there. When Kratos says it at the end of God of War.
Oh, that's a really
good one. That's a good one.
And that game's about to come out, Ragnarok.
Oh my god, dude. That's such a good one. That quote and when Dutch Van der Linde says, what does he fucking say?
Are you talking about Dutch?
Yes, Dutch. Dude, what the fuck is he about gravity?
Plan.
No, what does he say about gravity?
I play that game in like.
Oh yeah, you can't fight gravity. When he says that shit.
Oh, that
shit's so good.
So cold.
Okay, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
And both times, well, I guess not both times, but the very last time he says it, and he jumps off the cliff.
Oh,
that shit was cool. Those are two huge video game moments that stuck out to me more than probably any other moment of all time.
It teaches you something, bro.
It's nuts. It's like just hurt. It's a hurt, I guess, but it's like.
But it makes you think.
Yeah. It's like
because of what happened.
No, because of just that quote. Like I rarely ever would hear a quote and be like, and think twice about it.
And be like,
those two have stuck with me like forever. Yeah, right? I was like, damn, bro. Shit kind of feels weird.
It makes you think.
What was your
What's my low?
Yeah.
Low this week? I guess my biggest low this week, I'll give two, because one is like kind of serious and one's like this week, the more serious one is at work. I've been trying to get more shifts on the bar and be more of a bartender rather than a server.
Do you get more tips at the bar?
You get way more money on the bar. Well, not always, but it's people want to be on the bar because it's more ideal. And I feel like I've been putting in enough time at this restaurant where I'm like, I'm gonna start asking. I've been asking for a minute, and there was this one bar shift that was going up because it was Sunday night, and the bartender that normally is there is pregnant. Well, she's not pregnant anymore. Now she's on maternity leave.
Yeah.
But before she even went up on maternity leave, I was like, hey, this shift's gonna go up soon. I want to throw my name in the hat. I want to be.
See if you get it.
We'll see if I get it. And then I did. But at first it was like sort of a toss up. Actually, first one on maternity leave, and then I started picking up bar shifts, and then I was like proving to them that like, I could do this shit. And then I got it. I got it for 2 weeks in a row. And then this next week I just don't have it no more.
Damn.
So that was kind of tough. It kind of hit me kind of like a truck.
Because you were expecting it.
Because I wanted it. I just wanted it so bad. And then I was like, fuck, I got it. Let's go. And now I don't have it. And
did you bounce back from that though?
I think so. I don't know. I'm gonna have to talk with my manager about it because I think he's just. I don't know. He's like honestly like kind of a dumb fuck. You know?
He'd be goofing.
He's like just an idiot. Like no disrespect, but.
I mean, if you see this one day,
yeah, whatever.
Don't be a dumb fuck.
I would say it to his face, and he knows that.
Who we?
You know, he's gonna.
Okay.
But it's still like even though like I know because I talked about it with the person that was going on. And she was like, yeah, I didn't even ask for it, and I even told him, don't give it to me. And I was like, all right, well then I'll talk to him when I see him next. So I know it was like just kind of a goof, but it still hurt a lot. So it was like kind of a nuts thing. And then another note that's like I guess not as serious. I was skating with one of my work friends. He's the guy that I'm just skating with recently. And I was I went up a bank and I was trying to kick turn, like turn on my back wheels and come all the way back down. And as I was going up, I washed out and I landed like right here, like right on my side. And I completely got like my whole wind knocked out of me. I was like,
got you out of when you get the wind knocked out of you, like playing football back in the day, when you get the wind knocked out of you, you really think you better die, bro.
I was like,
nothing humbles you more. Nothing humbles you more than getting the wind knocked out of you, bro.
Dude,
just
so weird.
Or getting hit in the balls.
No, yeah, but that's a different experience.
Because that hurts a lot, but I know I'll be okay in like 30 minutes.
No, because sometimes I'll be like, damn, that's one nut gone.
No. But like, I remember one time when I was playing in high school, it was super cold. And I got the nuts, bro. Honestly, I was at the game for like 10 minutes straight, bro.
But that's the thing. After those 10 minutes, you know you'd be okay. Getting a little wind knocked out of you, sometimes I'll be like,
you feel it.
Take me to the
I know what you mean. God, dude.
I'd be like, dude, I literally just want to breathe. Why can't I breathe? That's how it feels. It's fucking.
And you can't even help it. Like
you can't help it. You just have to sit there and wait it out while you're like choking to death.
Yeah, that shit is tough.
It hurts, bro. That's the worst. Okay. So tell me about your low.
You didn't do yours, did you?
I did.
Okay. That was your low.
Yes. That was two. That was both of those. Two.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
That was your. I didn't realize.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we keep going on like crazy rants.
It's okay. This is part.
But that's the point, man.
Yeah.
That's the point.
I know. I just don't want to get
lit.
too long on one thing. Yeah, that's the other thing. We are lit. A low this week.
Speaking of that.
Looking back on it, I guess a low this week was me realizing I'm not really good at communicating with like family.
But you gotta be specific.
Right? Well, I will.
Give me a good event.
Are you
Give
talking
me the
about like
event
communication?
Okay, so let me explain. So basically, my mom was talking about how there's people that are going to, it's my birthday today, so there's people that are going to be sending me letters, sending me gifts, or maybe not gifts, but like money, etc., etc. And there's people that I don't talk to on a daily basis, like my grandma, whoever, that, you know, I have to like call and say thank you or whatever. This was a few days ago. So my mom was like, you know, you don't communicate with enough people or whatever, like in terms of my family often enough, because I really do not call. Like I wait until they text me or until they call me.
Bruh, neither do I.
And sometimes, unless it's like a birthday, right, or like an event is happening, like recently my cousin, he got a really bad injury from football. I texted him, made sure he was okay in the hospital. I texted him, whatever. It was fine. That's different. I do that for certain situations, but I don't hit him up and be like, hey, you know, how's it going? Like, I just, I've never been that person in my life to do that. Like, our friendship works that way. A lot of people just don't get how people like us are. But anyways, I've also never been that way with them either, even when I moved down here. So for them to start expecting that of me just because I'm turning 21 or whatever, it was just weird to me. But my mom was explaining, like, okay, you should hit up your grandma and your grandparents because they're not going to live much longer.
Yeah.
And specifically, like, my mom's grandparents, like, they're not going to live at least as long as, you know, we would like them to.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but I do.
So I was like, okay, I get it. Like, I get what she's saying. Personally, I understand. Like, I get it. It's just not in me. It's just not in me. That's the fucked up part, and that's the low about it. It's like I feel bad because I'm like, I get that people want to talk to me, but you don't want to talk to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm not in the fucking mood to talk to you, and I don't mean that in a bad way. But like, I'm just not who I am. I hate FaceTime. I hate it.
I hate it too.
I hate FaceTime. I don't fucking
it
like it. The one person I FaceTime is my girlfriend, and like that's the most I can do, bruh. Cause like, we just be sitting there looking at each other. I can't fucking do it.
Yeah, FaceTime, I don't like it.
Cause.
So here. I just want to finish my low real quick.
Cause like,
then we can talk about fucking FaceTime. Cause I hate that shit. But like at the end of the day, it's just my low is I know I'm not the fucking emotional communicative person that or not that I should be, but that people want me to be. And at the end of the day, that sucks. Like because I do have a dedication to certain people to reach out and stuff, and I realize that, and I'm like, that is wrong of me, and I'm trying to work on that. But at the same time, I've always been that way, and I just don't know how to like be different. I do, but I don't, you know, because there's not many days I want to fucking sit out there and reach out to this many people. Like, that's just my low. Realizing that. I won't get into a tangent about it, but yeah.
No, but I'm right there with you. I don't text people unless they text me first. And that's just how I am, and I think that's fine. I also don't really make plans with people unless they make plans with me first. And I think that's okay. I don't think we should look at that.
And then a day like my birthday, where my mom's like, you have to reach out to everyone that talks to you and everyone that says something.
You don't have to do
that. I don't have to do that, but I do because I know it means something to people. And it's like,
I don't want to.
It's for someone like me, it's a fucking stress fest. I'm already a stress fest person. Mm-hmm. So like for a bunch of people to hit me up, and they don't hit me up as much as they used to, like not as many people hit me up as much as they used to, but like when it used to be a lot, and still today, like it's a fucking overstimulating like thing for me to just be like, thank you, I remember what you got me, like thank you for this, and it's just at the end of the day, I just want to be like, I didn't ask for any of it.
Bro, like
because when you have to like pretend to be genuine. It's
not,
stressful because you don't.
It's not like I asked for it, and I'm not being ungrateful. It's just it's stressful.
It's fine.
It's just stressful. That's all it is. And I think my mom overestimates what the rest of my family might actually think, which is I know that she says that some of them feel like I don't like them, and that was the real low about it. Is like they feel like I don't like them because I don't reach out. And I'm like, how can you feel that way when I literally spent years of my life with y'all? Like, all I did was just not reach out. It's not like I said, I hate you or any of that.
But I kind of do get what your mom's kind of coming from, because my grandma and, well, I didn't know my grandpas because they died before I could even meet them. Mm-hmm. But, like, with my grandma's, I definitely get where she's coming from, because... Like I get where she's coming from, because they're only here for so much time, and I wish, because they're gone now, both my grandmas are gone.
Yeah, and that gets me.
I wish that I reached out more.
But I think here's the thing.
But you can only do that. You can't always think that way.
Yeah.
Right, but here's the thing. I think we're all in the same situation where, right, you and I both have a ton of family in Mexico.
Yeah.
And you have a ton of family in Maryland.
I have a fuck ton of family all over the world.
All over the world, right? Mm-hmm. It's a lot to be like, these people that I don't interact with, I've met three times.
Sometimes nothing in common.
Sometimes nothing in common. I don't know anything about you. Yeah. I know you're my family. And like if you were really down bad,
I love you. I love you enough to be like, I love you enough to be like, okay, you're my family. I recognize that I respect you.
Mm-hmm. Right, like if you
I appreciate that you even gave the thought of like giving me something or whatever. And this isn't. I'm not specifically talking about anyone right now. This is hypothetical. But like. I appreciate enough this family member to do something for me, but that doesn't mean I'm obligated to fucking spend my time with you or even give time to you.
I don't know. We haven't had experiences yet, and that's I guess. I want more.
Like you're distant fucking cousins or something.
Right. I want more experience with you, but I'm not gonna force it out of you. Right. Literally, I'll go to Mexico today, and my mom will be like, "Oh, this is your cousin, whatever." I'm
Dude,
like, I have no fucking clue who it is. You cannot expect me to sit here and be like,
ridiculous.
"No, you're my favorite cousin of all time." I don't fucking know you. Like, I really don't know you. Like, I get you're my family. Yeah. If you're in trouble and you need help, I will be the first to help. Yeah. But I don't know you. You can't expect me to be like, "Oh, you're an adult person." Like, matter of fact, last time I went to Mexico, I met an uncle, and he fucking sucked. I hated him. He was a terrible person.
Yeah.
I really didn't like him. And no disrespect to him, but I really don't like you. I don't want to spend time with you. Don't try. I'm not. Just like, this is the last day you'll hear of me. Mm-hmm. And no disrespect, but like, and I don't have any prior experiences. I don't owe anything to you, even though you're my fan. Even though you're technically my family, like you're still only like you're just like an uncle that I don't talk to.
Yeah.
And I literally don't talk to you. You live like a 6-hour flight away. It's not like. Right. Yeah, you live like a 6-hour flight away. Like it's not like I don't want to talk to you. Like, I don't want to talk to you because you suck, but I also don't want to talk to you because you're down far away. We're not gonna share any experiences.
And you only see them. What am I
gonna do with you? Right.
And you only see them like what? Once a year, maybe.
Mate, if me,
exactly.
I only go to Mexico like every second or third year. Kind of shit.
All right, so we've been going deep. Let's have a little fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so what piece of media are you guys most excited for? That's coming out soon.
What do you mean?
Anything, video games, movies, TV shows, music, whatever.
I mean, next year, the only thing I ever video game wise, I'm actually excited for is Breath of the Wild 2. That's it.
That's a good one.
Right now, God of War.
Yeah, that's coming out.
God of War's a good one.
Yeah, that's coming out real soon.
That's just gonna be so lit.
God of War's a good one.
Cause I love the first game. I played that thing
It makes me sad that I don't have a PS5 because I want to play it so bad. That's how I'm like.
Honestly, I got lucky because
yeah,
you're my sister.
Let's talk about the worst moments in gaming history.
No, we're not talking about the worst moment. Dude, I have
probably
literal podcasts for just that shit.
Okay, let's talk about.
It's definitely got worse in these couple of last years.
Aldo has never watched SpongeBob.
I wasn't allowed to.
I wasn't allowed to either, and I still watched it.
Okay, I tried my best, but I only got like a dozen episodes in, bro.
Which is insane because SpongeBob is one of the greatest fucking shows of all time.
It's a cultural icon.
I feel like you guys do this, and you tell me you didn't watch SpongeBob, and you make it seem like I chose not to watch SpongeBob, like I don't
I'm
like
not saying
it.
you.
Okay,
did I say that?
You know what?
No, but you were fixing to. You were gonna say.
I'm pointing it out because I wanted to say what shows were you also not allowed to watch because that's like. Top 3 fiction.
Let me put this out here now. My parents are Mexican. They don't understand English all that well. They kind of go off the pictures.
So you were watching Dora.
So they wouldn't let me watch SpongeBob. Ed, and Eddie was another thing they wouldn't let me watch.
Really?
Ed, and Eddie?
And that's the thing. You say it doesn't make sense. Well, to them, they don't. Especially at the time. This is 20 years ago. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
They knew barely. They knew even less English than they know now. They didn't know, but they wanted to be like, well, that's just making me uncomfortable because they don't really get the language. And so they said no, I wasn't allowed to watch it. So SpongeBob, Ed, and Eddie. And there was some other stuff. Do you guys remember Flapjack? The Adventures of Flapjack?
Yes, bro. Flapjack was fired.
That was another one. They were like,
they didn't want. My mom
didn't let me watch
that
it
either.
Right. It's because it was a little disturbing. The pictures.
What about
the images?
Chowder.
They would let me watch Chowder. I watched a ton of Chowder. They let me watch Adventure Time. They wouldn't let me watch WWE.
That's so funny, bro.
And
like everything that you weren't allowed, I was doing and more. Like I was up at 3 a.m. watching Adult Swim, like Robot Chicken, at like 4.
Dude, I remember the first time I watched Robot Chicken.
Like my brain was fucked from day one.
I would get fucked up if I got caught watching Robot Chicken or something like that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because they knew that I knew that I wasn't supposed to be watching this shit, but I want to watch it anyways.
I agree.
Just like that was they were like that for me with games. So like they didn't care what I watched for the most part, but they would like not want me to play GTA.
Me too, but I found a way around it.
Oh fuck yeah, GTA was the game, bro. If you were a little kid, like a little boy, in like the early 2000s, you wanted to play GTA. GTA was the fucking game.
Everything on the news is so negative, bro. There's not like I mean, there's sometimes like there's some good stories about like positive things that happen in the community, but most of it is some negative stuff. Like, you know what I mean?
You get some of those clicks, you get some of those views.
Yeah, man. Dude, it's just like,
But you know what's funny is that the news is dying.
Oh, for
like
sure.
Like television is dying. Like the news gets less views than one of my videos does. Like they don't get as much content or eyes as they used to because the new age is this.
Finish it up.
Like you can point out any TikToker and they have more influence than the news. Like they have more reach than it. Like millions of people will see your TikTok versus someone fucking tuning on Channel 5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They have no reach. That's why they do the shit they do, because they know they don't have any reach anymore.
They need the clicks.
They have to fucking put, I'm not going to get fucking controversial, but they have to put stupid shit up on headlines in order to get people to like, huh? Like what? When they're flipping through the channels and shit, you know? My concern is going forward is that people don't separate themselves enough from the digital shit. Like, eventually you do have to like take a break, if not like just completely stop with the social media. Like,
yeah,
you have to take a break sometimes. Like, we're moving in a direction where people are going to share every aspect of their lives.
Yeah, and that's
going forward.
Pretty messed
and
up.
It's like, there's points where it's okay. There's points where it's like, dude, you better like just not share where you live and like share personal shit, like gross and disturbing stuff. Like,
have you seen that clip of Aiden Ross? And I think he's got Corinna or someone like with him, and he's streaming on Twitch. And she goes, I think I'm gonna go to In-N-Out. And he's like, don't go to In-N-Out anymore. Why would you say that? There's only 4 In-N-Outs in LA. And I was like, damn, that's kind of right. Because if she pulled to any In-N-Out, people would have known that she was at In-N-Out, and there would have been 1,000 people there. Which I think that's fine. I think that's like kind of nuts. It's a little weird.
Yeah.
Well, people don't know how to separate the content from the creator.
I think people, I don't know, no disrespect to people, but people that are like that are weird. Like, I would never. I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
That's been like that since forever too. Like the
I've
fandoms.
never understood it. Yeah, I've never understood like the celebrity, even like celebrities, not even just like. I guess just because I relate to. I shouldn't say I relate to YouTube more, but I am drawn to YouTube more. But like, even if my favorite YouTuber was like at a Walmart an hour away, I wouldn't go.
Yeah.
No. If I heard like Berlizzi was like 5 minutes down the road, I'd be like, oh shit, I might just like go stop by the grocery store to see if he's actually there. Like, just to like get something and see if he's actually there. I don't know if I'd go up and say hi. I would go up and say hi if it was natural, you know? Like if he was there and I was.
I would say hi. I would say hi. But like I would say hi. I've said hi to celebrities that I adore.
There's people that like I want to meet. But that's also what this is. Like, it's connecting. So if I would be dumb not to do something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool. Like, I saw Waka Flocka at Dave & Buster's. I said hi, asked for a picture.
But that's different.
But, no, it's the same. Because I saw him naturally.
If, let's say, different because you saw him natural. I'm saying
if I was at home, right, if I was at home that day instead, and someone tweeted out, hey, there's Waka Flocka here, and there's also 500 other people here. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's what gets me.
Since I've been doing this, and since I've kind of started to get a few fans, like I've realized these people don't actually know what I'm like. Like they have a predisposed thought of like what Mikey
because they truly don't know you.
They don't know me, and this is probably the most open that I've been, other than in like some vlogs and shit on my channel. But like. That's how I feel about some of the YouTubers and shit that I watch. Like, if I met them in person, I don't know if I would want to, because it's just like you have that ideal image of them that they put out. Like, I put out a persona and an image that they watch and they perceive, and they see me some type of way. I wonder if I do that with other, celebrities or YouTubers. Like, I wouldn't want to meet them, because I feel like, what if they're not, maybe not a dickhead, necessarily, but like, what if they're not like the ideal image that you had them as, and then that kind of like ruins whatever mentality you put around them. Like, what if like your idol was the reason that you were like motivated? You know what I mean?
And then you meet him, and he's kind of
it's not even like he's dickhead, but he's just not all you made him out to be.
Yeah. And I agree, but at the end of the day, I feel like I don't know. I feel like a lot of people forget that, like, people
are people. I get it, but
people at the top are still just people. Like, it's not like Travis Scott has a fucking superpowers. You know? Like, it'd be cool to meet him. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like if I ever were to meet him, I'm expecting that I'm gonna meet him.
That's why I've come to terms with. I'm like, if I ever run into someone, I'm gonna have to like,
just dude, it's just another guy. He just happens to be.
A little bit more recognized,
right? But it's not like he's fucking magic. He's not
a god.
No, I feel like people always forget that, and I find that a little odd. But what am I gonna do about it?
I mean, I wouldn't say that I wouldn't be like starstruck type of, Like, I would be like, holy crap, that's
Uber.
whatever.
I was starstruck, but I would still. No, that bad.
Yeah.
Like, let's say I just make a cut it. Like, I still just could cut it.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna check how long we've been going for in a second. Woo! How did that feel, bro? You had to get that off?
Definitely. I mean, like,
it was a good one. And the night's not over. We're gonna be hanging out for the rest of the night. This podcast video thing is going to be up on my channel. 2 hours long. I mean, I know some of that is just us setting up, so I'm not too worried about the editing. It's gonna be awful, but I'll fix it. It's been awesome though. Like, I'm really happy that we could have done this. I'm 21 years old, man. This video is gonna be like a staple on my channel. I think I have a 20-year-old, like, not the day of my birthday, but like I had like a video where I was like, I'm 20 on my YouTube. This is me being 21 with my boys. My girlfriend's in the back. She is doing all the technical shit. I appreciate you guys coming on, man.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna wait till he gets out here, say goodbye and stuff. But a few people did pull up in the stream. I do appreciate that. I wasn't expecting anyone to, because I'm not playing anything. But yeah, I have a feeling you guys are gonna fuck with this style, because there's a few other people that are gonna come on the show. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna be talking about stuff just like this one. Did you have a good time?
Of course, bro. Definitely. With you, bro, always a good time. With the homies, always a good time.
Right.
With the homies.
We're about to wrap it up.
Alright.
So
wrap it up then.
Alright, bro. I appreciate you coming on the show. It's been real. Aldo,
that's a legend.
I mean, is there anything you guys want to say, like, finish off with? Like, think about it this way. This isn't gonna be the last time you're on here, but this is your first time on here. Think about when we watch back on this shit. So.
I'll say this: if I ever come back, I probably won't get as deep as we did today. I feel like I'm just.
So lame, Aldo.
Okay, when I come back, fine. Well, when I come back, I probably won't. I feel like we'll be more lighthearted. This was like very introspective.
Okay.
Just went a little deep.
But is there anything you have to like leave off with?
I don't know, man. Not necessarily. I feel like I said what I need to say. It's like what I wanted to get off my chest.
What platform is this on?
This is on YouTube.
Like and subscribe.
Oh. Like and subscribe. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, guys.
I
love you.
Mikey OQ on YouTube and Twitch and
it's
TikTok.
all on the bottom. It's all on the bottom.
It's all on the link.
No.
Subscribe.
Yeah, it's somewhere in there.
It's at the link in the
Sub to
description.
Twitch.
We love you.
Link in the description.
We'll see you soon.
Alright, let me just say this. Bait it in the hole. Bait it in the hole.